Time to open some Karlov Manor. The question is, do we find value or did we get murdered? Seriously, who got murdered at Karlov Manor? Guys, welcome back. MTG Moxman here, and a big shout out and thank you to 401 Games for allowing me to crack some of this product for them. Of course, these do not belong to me. They belong to the store, 401 Games, and of course, you guys can find an awesome shopping experience there. We're going to dive into these bad boys. We're going to take a little bit of time. We're going to talk about what's happening with these products and where we think things are going to go in 2024, and maybe we'll find some really cool cards and the onset. Let's go, guys. Here we go. So, first off, the boxes to me actually seem a little bit different, just so you guys know. When I was messing around with these, when I took them out of the case thing here, I noticed the actual boxes seem a little bit sturdier, a little bit thicker cardboard. I know it's nothing extravagant, but hey, maybe that's a sign that quality is getting better. Just a little side note there. Now, of course, this doesn't go on sale till next week. The pre-release is this weekend. I hope you guys are going to have a blast. For me, I guess I'm going to 2 pre-releases. Should be pretty exciting. I'll let you guys know how I did. And if you want to, you can watch my pre-release guide video. And you can laugh about how I do my pre-releases. But you might be surprised how well the deck you use using my pre-release techniques works out. So, Murders at Karlov Manor. Guys, this is the new play booster, right? These are the new ways of looking at stuff. And of course, the collector boosters are different than the play booster boxes. But it's the idea that not a lot of emphasis from players. They're not saying, this is going to be amazing. Yes, there's singles that players are excited about, but we all have noticed that the overall orders for boxes are like abysmal, okay? I'm hoping it picks up for the store's sakes. I'm hoping a lot of stuff gets crazy for them later on, if not right away. I'm going to move the packs off to the side. I'll move the other box off to the corner. I want to just take a look here, admire some of the stuff. So these are the clue, token, artifact clues. I mean, that's kind of cool, right? It's like, it reminds me of Aliens when like the ooze is like melting through the floorboards and stuff. Sacrifice an artifact. It's cool. Okay. The center of the web. Izani? I mean, right away, guys, that's pretty dark to me for the artwork. I can't really get a great image with the foiling. I'm not going to give that one a smash hit. Now, of course, the cards themselves are amazing. Everyone loves a new elf, and why not make an elf detective? We're going Inspector Gadget style. Very interesting, though. Okay. These are the new lands. This is the commercial district. I actually like that artwork. It does kind of remind me of Khans of Tarkir for some reason with the kind of flowing banners, but it's still very interesting to see the style of artwork and, of course, the way they're putting the cards together. Now, card quality feel doesn't seem bad, okay? If anything, it actually seems a little bit thin to me, but that's probably just my first pack opening and getting an idea of what's going on. Okay, Experiment 12. Remember Experiment 1? Now we're on Experiment 12. This feels like I'm watching Stranger Things now. Some of the titles and things they put for these things are kind of crazy, okay? I believe this is one of the commander cards, though. But I look at it and say, okay, you got an elf, lizard, warrior. Sure, why not? But it's a rare, so we'll slam that down to the rare pile. I'm going to put the lands over here just so we can get an idea how many lands we're going to get. Treacherous Greed. I actually kind of like this card just because there's so many ways of pumping out tokens that the idea of using this as an instant to draw 3 cards, each opponent loses 3 life and you gain 3 life. This has a lot of uses using Myrics and cards of the like. So keep an eye on that. I find this a good card. I know it's not going to be an expensive card, but a good card. All right, the Archdruid's Charm. Now I will speed up the video, guys, as we go along, but for the first few packs here, let's just enjoy what we've got coming here. Like, some of this artwork is epic. I'm not big on these ones. This kind of styling does not do it for me, by the way, but it's still interesting to see it at least, right? I guess I'll put the uncommons here. We'll put the rares there. All right, now this one here, I think that looks cool. I don't know. Something about that actually kind of reminds me of Dragonlance. I don't know what's going on there. I know it's just a common. I'm putting the commons and uncommons together. We got the beautiful land we'll put down the side. Evidence Examiner, of course. I mean, not too shabby at all. It's funny, the lighting on the foiling I'm getting here is really bouncing a lot of light here, guys. I apologize. A slimy dual leech. Sure, why not? And then, of course, we got the breakout. We got to break out, guys. We got to get out of here. That's a lot of text. All right, then we got the Gravestone Strider. Again, not the worst card for some of the little things you might want to use in a pre-release, just, you know. Some of the artifacts are not horrible. There's just not a ton to go off of. Due Diligence and Air Common. And then, of course, the last 2 are commons. I'm fine with those. So first pack, 1 land. We got some rares. I'm going to put all this stuff together just so I can keep an eye on it. All right, now we'll start going. So basically, I'm going to put all the stuff in one pile. I'm going to sort later for the store because I make it nice and neat for them. And the rest of this stuff, of course, is going to go to the rares and mythics pile. We got a clue again, followed by the... see, some of that kind of artwork gets me. The clue is sure, green, great. But that, I don't know. I just, something about that I like. I like that. I don't like those. It just doesn't appeal to my sense of artwork, but at least you can get a better image of the face because there's more light to it. Sure, Tangle Groove Kelp. I mean, that art, I kind of like it. Reminds me of a horror movie. I'm cool with that. Then we've got the connecting the dots. So Doctor Who-ish to me, but okay. Okay, we got the Rankus Theater. Very interesting to see it, right? When you take a look at that. I mean, I'm okay with that one. That one looks all right. Demand Answers. Again, okay, that's style. Just so you guys know. The ring around kind of thing, I like. It reminds me of Lord of the Rings. That's a common. It does kind of get me going. I don't care about the vampire. We talked about this. Case of the Trampled Garden. That's fine. I mean, when they talk about the value found inside these cards, okay? I guess there's some way of looking for those invisible ink things. Somebody's going to tell me that in the comment section after the last time I missed those serialized cards. I'm sure I'm going to hear it in this videos, but that's okay. We're having fun here. When we talk about the value in these boxes, and the Wizards kind of skews you toward buying the more expensive products by putting a lot of temptation inside them, players need to remember that a lot of these card prices, if you need things, you're going to be able to find the singles pretty cheap before you know it, okay? Then we got the Rampage. Then we got the Merchant of Truth, an Angel Detective. All right. I think it's interesting. They got the elephants, the Loxodons, like this kind of stuff. Interesting when you're taking a look to see where they're going to take new tribal things coming up with Bloomburrow and stuff. So keep an eye on some of these cards. They probably have good key connectors later on. All right, then we got the Auspicious Arrival, Dramatic Accusation, the lands. You know, it doesn't remind you of New Capenna, the detective. Some of his artwork, I hear what people are saying. It definitely reminds me, like it's Escape Tunnel, not a bad card. It definitely reminds me like we're coming right out of Streets of New Capenna 2.0 that just didn't go off well. Like it just didn't work out for them. I don't know what to say, but it appears that way to even my naked eye looking at it going, yeah, something's wrong there. All right, we have another clue. Then we've got, okay, Owlquisk. I mean, actually, ooh, did you guys see that kind of, there was some little glare. Anyway, that looks kind of cool. I kind of like that one. I think, you know what it is? This one has invisible ink. I can feel it, guys. Can I get a light on that? I forget how you're supposed to do this, but I can see with my naked finger, I can feel the ink. And it says right there, I can see it. I don't know if you guys can see it on camera. I can't get a good... There it is. See it? Genius. See it there? Aha! I have found one. All right, so I'll put that over there because I heard those are going for some money. I got to make sure I feel these then because some of these things here, look, they're pretty interesting. Oh, the Cryptex. That's right out of, what was that? The Angels and Demons, wherever, the one with Tom Cruise. That's the one. That's the one. Wherever those movies were. I remember those ones. That was interesting. I managed to find that one. There you go, guys. Moxman's back on his game, as it were. I mean, some of the commons and stuff I'm sure are going to have some value. We got to look for the, what's that guy called? The Goblin? The Uncommon Goblin. I wonder if I'm going to actually remember to look for him as we go through. Hopefully I do, but you never know. All right, we got a Thopter. Yeah, okay, there's nothing there. Streetwise Lookout's fine. Okay, another land. That's the Hedge Maze. Again, they're very pretty. I can't knock the artwork that Wizards of the Coast has given us lately. I do like a lot of it. Even if some of it's just rehashed artwork, I still feel... double card. I still feel like it's good art. I like looking at it. It has an appeal. Not every piece, obviously. You know, art is very subjective to people, but when I look at it, I say, you know what? Some of the stuff I really like, some of it I don't. But the good news is, there's always another set, and there's always some new artwork to appeal to. All right, guys, we've gotten through a few of these now. I'm going to start speeding up, not too much, because I know some people had asked before that I slow these down, just slow roll it a bit so we can get a good look at the cards and get a feel for what's going on. There's a detective token there. No writing there. Tulsimer, although I like this guy. He definitely reminds me of Driss, so I'm cool with that. The Incinerator of the Guilty, very cool. Everyone likes a good dragon. I mean, again, I don't like the artwork that much on that. Looks a little too simplistic for me, but still very cool. Wait. Okay, just making sure. Just in case something was slipping by. Drag to the count. Okay, another land, so we're at 4. That's not bad. I know the lands are only like $5, guys, but since I think this is the first time we're seeing those, it could be very interesting to see how those play out, because the surveil mechanic is very nice. A lot of people like it. Okay, surveil works out well for people, especially dredge and stuff. They've made it. You can tell they've worked up to it because they've given us a lot of cards that blow up cards in graveyards, but they've also given us a lot of ways to go to our graveyard. So it's an intended mechanic that they want us to use. Hey, there you go, our theater. That's a full art bad boy. Oh, and we got, okay, malicious archive. That was pretty cool to have those going right away. I like this guy. Skeleton Beast here, number 1, Skeleton Tribal with Beast Tribal, very cool. But the idea it puts in animals, and there's ways of summoning, unsummoning. That thing is going to be fun to play with. Okay, Thralls. The idea that they've added in creature type Thrall to this set. Yes, it is Ravnica, Thralls are here, I get it. But the idea they added in a fairly decent Thrall gives me hope for the future that we're going to get some tribal stuff. So, way to go with the Thralls. Welcome back. Fanatical Strength, we got a Forest, no more lies, it doesn't add up, remember that. Harry Dory, sure. The Helion, Maverick, Accusation, and of course, a Person of Interest. So we're starting to stack up here. Prices, of course, are going to settle later, guys. There is quite a few good cards in this set. I want to see the Mole God, of course, come around. We need Anzarag and stuff to come, because I find that guy very fascinating. That's very creepy artwork. I like that one, actually. That kind of gets me going. Yes, I'm feeling some of the cards to see if they have the writing, just to make sure I'm not missing anything. There's the Cryptic Coat. Okay, some of these cards seem to come up really easily. A lot of these cards I seem to like see a lot of already, guys. That doesn't bode well for those people who are hoping for a big variety, considering these are supposed to be the value box of the set. So keep that in mind. There's a lot of land so far, which is excellent. Again, shout out and thank you to 401 Games for even allowing me to do this. So they're an epic store to deal with. I really appreciate them each and every time they allow me to do this. Shout out to the people who work there. Let's see, we got these. Wait. I almost messed that up. Don't worry. I'm trying to keep my piles neat. Niv Mizzet, the Guild Pack. Does it really? No. It's fine. Okay, we got the Dog Detective. Sure. Human Detective, but it says dog. He's going after you. Then we got the Phoenix. Again, not a bad card with the Evidence 4. Sacrificing cards in the graveyard to go back and get it. Will be very interesting to see how that plays out. Reckless Detective, Presumed Dead, the Slime. It's very interesting, right, that we're not seeing murder. Murder! Destroy target creature. Cost 3. Remember Barry? Only cost 2. Yeah, some of these cards, they make it cost more, and some, they make it cost less. But that's okay. Doesn't really stop anybody from using this stuff. Packs are fairly difficult. They're pretty sealed well. That's a nice kind of side, just a little conversation note. Kaya, I have no idea why she'd be interested in these murders. It makes no sense to me. That art, kind of almost comic book image photo type thing, like Kodak photos and stuff, not bad. That one has a little more bounce in its step to me, There's the Doorkeeper Thrall again, and I like that picture. This one is a little more reminiscent to me of the original Thralls, so I like that. Personal dilemma is how many packs am I personally going to open? Yeah, we'll see how the pre-release goes this weekend. It'll give us a real good understanding. See, another Elephant Detective. Very, very interesting to see. They've added some, and I know Loxodons are on the world. I get that. But just the idea of bringing back certain ones, certain types, and leading into new sets lets me go, we're going to have some fun here. Here's another detective. All right. We got Rage. Sure. World Soul Rage. Audience. Yeah, that's a good card. True Identity. Then we got the Cryptic Coat. All right. Then we got Argus, the Spirit of Justice. I like the idea of spirits. He's not like the big bad boy of everything, but he's still a fun card to play with. I think you'll see. I got Fate Flight. It's interesting how they put some of these things together. So, I don't know if you guys have noticed. I have not seen, and now maybe I've missed it. You guys can tell me later in the comment section. We've only got one pack left. Oh, I dropped it. There you go. 401's going to be mad at me. We haven't opened up the Novelist yet, right? So I'm just curious to see how hard that little goblin's going to be to get. Because we haven't seen it yet, although it might be more common in a regular box, right? The Scholar, Evolved Enigma, Watcher of the Hours, No Witness. Okay, expect to see this a lot. New board clearance spell. It's going to be played. Get used to it. Get used to it. I know I'm more... See, that murder looks kind of cool. You guys see that? I like that one. That kind of has a good feel to it. All right, and we got the... Oh, nope, that's a cornered guy. Deduce, and then... Okay, so we went through everything. We know we have that bad boy going out top because we know what that is. That's our invisible ink. We got 2, 4, 6 of the lands in the first box here, guys. 6 lands, okay? Now we're going to box number 2. And I already know we've seen quite a few of these cards already. Ooh, don't you dare fall away from me. So I will be speeding this up a little bit more just to keep the video to a reasonable time for those people who, you know, just don't want to sit around all day waiting to see what's going to happen. Although I appreciate everyone who watches the videos all the way through. All right. We got the Follow the Bodies, Deadly Cover-Up. All right. Analyze the Pollen, sure. Nope, nothing there. Meddling Youths. All right, we got the chase is on. It really does feel that way, doesn't it? The Shuffler, and then nothing huge. Okay. I don't know, guys. The value found in some of these boxes, right? There will be killer boxes. Now, we haven't seen Ansrai, which card, you know, it doesn't mean these cards are going to be good or hard, easy to find. The Oligarch. We have to wait and see, really. That's great artwork. Do you think she looks good? I think that looks good. We have to wait and see how some of these are going to play out. A weird detective. Oh yeah, the Evolved Enigma again. Because I think we're going to see a lot of price shifting. Oh, the Shattered... See, I'm going to get this one here. The Case of the Shattered Pact. I'm going to be getting a whole bunch of those because I like that card. I'm not saying it's going to be worth anything. I just... For me, it has a certain appeal. Because it can fit in any deck. So... Being able to go get land whenever I feel like it means a few of my decks will enjoy that card. All right, here we go. We got a Clue, followed by 10th District Hero, which of course, yeah, I've seen it before. Okay, we got an Errata the Deadly Fugitive. Remember the first Errata? All right, okay, the Escort. See, this is, to me, the Axebane Ferrex. This is just the exact same Questing Beast, you know, a little bit different. That's all. Not quite as powerful, but same type of idea. I like it. I like the fact. Ward, Collector Evidence. Yeah, that's great. That's great. Gives it some good potential. War Leader Call. I think that's going to see a lot of play as well. Talked about that in a few of the videos. So interesting to see some of these cards are not coming up the way I expected them to. Right? When you look at some of these. The Cerebral Confiscation. And of course the Hot Shot Investigators. See, when I think of Investigators, I start thinking of Rescue Rangers and stuff. My mind goes right to cartoons and stuff as a kid. Right? DuckTales and stuff. I don't know what to tell you. Sometimes the mind plays tricks. Okay. This one is invisible ink. I can see it if you guys can. I'll see if I can get that angle for you. Do you see it right there? I'm not sure if I can get a good angle. It's like a circle, like a map. It's very cool. That is extremely shiny, by the way. It's almost like a gloss. There, you can kind of see it right there. Do you guys see it in here? There you go. So that is another invisible ink we'll put aside for them. We got the Massacre Girl. I mean, at least I can find these ones. My thumbs, see how my thumbs placed up to the side now? So I'm not covering the card after what I did last time. You guys have taught me well. You've taught me not to do it. And I don't want to get reamed out again. Oh, Mask Maker. Okay, I thought we got... That goblin's hard to find. That little goblin. Where is he? I'm telling you. The criminal novelist or whatever. I know he's going to be a bad boy. I know he's going to be fun to play. Okay. This is basically what? The Stuffy Doll? I remember this guy's like a Stuffy Doll card. And we haven't seen any lands, have we? Isn't that interesting? We haven't got a whole bunch of the lands yet either. Code Falcon. Deduce. That's interesting to me. That we're going through this, right? I just realized the last box we had a whole bunch, and this one here we've had just the one, right? Like that's a big difference in packs, that's for sure. Oh, what did I do? Ha! You think you can escape from me? I'll tear this pack right down to the bone. We're gonna get there. Yeah. So when we're talking about the prices of guys, I want to jump back to this. I like this card. I'm looking at it from the sense like I think the prices will shift downward temporarily. But I think the prices of boxes, the way we've seen it, is really going to turn people off. I think we're in for a rude awakening on prices. The demand for the cards. How it'll play out with the players as they go along. Because they're going to see that these cards, I like that one. The basic land cycling stuff, that's very cool. These cards just may be harder to get in play sets of 4 or whatever you're trying to do, because players aren't going to spend, you know, here in Canada, at least $360, $70 to open. You know, I used to open 5 or 6 boxes. Now I open like what, 1 or 2? All right, you just don't. Oh. Let me see that again. No, that one doesn't have it. Okay, I almost thought there was a second one there. Almost thought so. Reenact the crime, theorist, the barbed servitor. I think you're going to see a real change. I think players are in for it. Some players will understand. There's the crime novelist. There you are. There you are, you cute little guy. We found you. You're coming out to play? You're gonna write the famous novel? That's going to go over very well. I mean, that card's really sought after already. Look at the price jumps on him. All right, guys, we're getting near the end here of this first box. Now the last few packs. And as you can see, we haven't seen nearly enough. There'll be a whole series of videos you guys can follow. As I go through this, we see how many we get in the next couple of days. I think the value is going to take a few days to sort its Assassin's Trophy. Nice. That card's holding pretty good value, by the way, the Assassin's Trophy. Hopefully players remember to hold on to stuff for a little while before you trade it in or decide what you're going to do. Because some of these guys are like sleeper cards. People don't really realize how good they are, although we're getting better at determining that, until later on. So just wait a little bit. Enjoy the cards. Crack some stuff. Have fun at your pre-release. Just when the prices are this high, you want to be, you know, rational with your spending. Don't overdo it, but have a good time. It's such a great game, man. This one here, some bad card quality there, like a little thing there. Relive the past. The eye is watching you. All right, we got the performer. The Visionary Inventor. I like this one too. That's a pretty good card. Auspicious Arrival. Accusation. The Land More Crime Novelist. No crime novelist. No. I mean, they're still great uncommons. Don't worry. I know I skipped over a few there, but we're on the last couple of packs. I'm just curious to see how it will. Like one crime novelist is all we got. Analyze the Pollen. I like that's good artwork too. No, we got nothing there. That one's not bad either. Unexplained Absence, that's not a bad card. Coveted Falcon, sure. Then we got the Case of the Pulse, sure. Got the uncommons there. Private Detective, the Wrench. The Wrench. See, it is very clue-like. We see that. Huh? No, just making sure. That looked a little bit odd. And, of course, Snarling. Sure. All right, guys. The last 2 packs. Are we going to get ourselves a Mole God finally? Are we going to have the elusive hunt continue? And we only have 2 lands. You notice that? Oh, wrong pile. We have 2 lands, which is crazy. The Vein Ripper. Great card. Fugitive Codebreaker. Very cool artwork. That one there, for some reason, the eyes with the open mask there kind of get me. Hot Pursuit. Okay, the gadget. Doesn't add up. No, it never does it? Okay. Nope. Okay. Last pack. 2 lands in this one, guys. We had a whole bunch in the first one, only 2 in this one. We definitely got a different selection of cards. That's good to see. We did see a lot of repetition in the commons, uncommon slot. Okay, second land. That's great. We have 3 now at least. The Eyes of the Glade, sure. Ill-timed Explosion. Hey, there's Judith. Remember Judith? Yeah, we all remember Judith. We remember. So that novelist definitely did not come up that much, guys. That was one time that I remember. You guys will let me know if we saw it more than once. Great cards. We got a couple of the Invisible Ink. Just rounds it out. Thanks again to 401 Games. Thanks a lot for watching, everyone. A reminder, if you enjoyed today's content, you want to see more mocks, man, just go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Turn on your notification bells. New videos every day. Have a great day, everyone. We'll see you tomorrow. And don't forget, bring a friend to Magic. Big shout out and thank you to the fantastic patrons of this channel for supporting the daily uploaded content that is being created here. And of course to 401 Games for allowing me to open that product. It was epic. Thanks again for your support. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Welcome back to the nacho cheese section of this channel, the Ramble Jamble. You're here at the end. We're talking about the murders at Karlov Manor. The murders. I'm putting all these back because of course they have to go back to the store. But it's very interesting to see the card boxes get open, check out the cards, and to think that it might be a tighter print run. To think there's less being opened that we know of right now. Until we see how players feel about the product and how players decide to spend their money or not spend. Open their wallet or keep it shut for the singles market to keep growing. It's very fascinating stuff. Either way, thanks again for being here. Thanks for hanging out. It was a long video. I hope you made it through to the very end. And if you made it that far, guys, come on. You got to put a boomstick in the comment section. You deserve that boomstick. You make it this way. These are long videos sometimes for box openings, and I tried to take my time. I found some of the hidden cards. Feeling pretty good. Thanks again. And again, there'll be another video tomorrow. We're going to party this one out. We got top 10s coming up. Crazy.